Hey, hi everyone, this is Vanisha, and in today's video, we are going to see how to change the listener status via the AtomSphere API. So we are basically going to make use of the change listener status object and try to restart or resume or pause the listener. So for this example, I have a listener deployed in my test environment. So let me show you the listener status first. So here, if you observe user API, this is my listener, and currently the state of the listener is paused. So let's try to use the AtomSphere API and try to resume this listener. So let me go back to the Boomi process. So I've built a sample Boomi process and I have my AtomSphere API connection configured. So let me quickly create an operation. So let's try to click on import and choose the Atom Cloud. Click on next. So we are basically importing the AtomSphere API object here. So I'm going to choose the change listener status. Click on finish. Click on save and close. Okay. So we have to, basically supply the required parameters for such as the listener ID and the atom ID and the action that we want to perform. So we'll have to basically go to the parameters section and configure all of these parameters. So for the listener ID, let me click on OK. So we will have to get the listener ID from the build page. So can I view the deploy version? So the listener ID is basically the component ID of the process, that is the process ID. So this is the process user API. And if you go to the revision history, you can find the component ID over here. So we'll have to copy and paste it. Coming to the other parameters. So container ID is basically the ID of the atom, or like where your listeners deployed. So here in my case, it's test atom cloud. So we'll have to go to the atom information and copy the atom ID from here. And then the last one, the action. So we have three kinds of actions, that is resume, restart, and pause. So currently it is paused. So let's give the action so let's resume the listener. Click on OK. Okay. Save the process and run the process. So the process is a success. And if we observe the response of the connector, so if we receive these kind of response, like the change listener status response with basically an empty XML tag containing the change listener status response, this means our API transaction, AtomSphere API transaction was successful. So let's go and see the status of the listener. So let me refresh this screen. So as you can see, this is the user API and currently, and it is resumed back again. So this is how we do it using the AtomSphere API. I hope this information helps and thank you for watching.